Eagles is actually for the first time ahead.
By 500 right now. So that's really good, and you're going to see them going up ahead by about a K right now. They're going to be getting bottom turret. You see blue team trying to close in on Marvin the Dang, but they're going to be able to get out. They're going to try and close on Theomancer too, but he's also going to be able to get out just fine. And Black Lancer is going to go ahead and murder that creep. This is actually
huge, because if you consider that Morgana tends to fall off a little bit in the late game, and at the same time, Jace, Olaf, and actually Grace is still good because of his smoke screen, but I mean, he's definitely not as strong as Ashe, who is one of the best late game AD carries. And at the same time, Jax will always be constantly getting stronger, and Mordekaiser does fall off a bit, but if he can get his ultimate on the proper hero and get a kill, that Ghost is game changing.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to, can we get the Ghost on the right person, or even not necessarily on the right person, can we just eliminate someone quick enough and get that Ghost and have it do enough damage? If you get it on the Morgana, that's fine too, because the Morgana will give him AP.
Yeah.
And he needs the more AP, and it's going to give him more damage overall in these fights.
I mean, can the Ghost actually cast spells? Is that...
The Ghost cannot cast spells, it just auto-attacks.
Okay.
That's why you always see it going for the AD carry, not necessarily because of that, but because it gets all of the damage from an AD carry, and the AD carry has the most damage. You see a Binding going off there, landing on Donald, and this is going to be
a dragon for the blue team.
And you're going to see them just... This game is within 100 gold.
Yeah.
It's even gold right now. It is so close right now in terms of gold, in terms of farm, in terms of towers. This is literally anyone's game right now. But I like, Purple Team's champions just because they have better late game champions. So the longer this game goes on, the better it is for them.
And if we actually look at the breakdown, both Graves and Ashe have the exact same items.
Right.
Literally
and if you look at if you look at the gold between the two of them,
Ashe is worth slightly a bit more, about like 800 more.
But that's really nothing at this point in the game. That's no major item. That's not going to be anything that's going to be game changing right now. If you see the junglers, it's 7.3k on AP.
And Morgana gets caught by an arrow,
and she going to get killed.
And she gets taken out. This is game changing. This means that they immediately get their tier 2 tower, and
Baron's coming up right now. You can see the ping going off there. Baron is coming up in a very short amount of time. They're going to pressure this tower. As soon as Baron comes up, they're going to go ahead and collapse on it.
I mean, if they can't get in, they might take tier 2 and then go straight for Baron, because Baron is still not up yet. And if I'm not mistaken, Purple Team does actually do a good job on neutral objective counters.
Yeah. You see, actually... a little bit of stuff going on. Poke, and you see Baron coming out right now. There is no Black Lancer on Morgana right there. That is going to be
a huge source of the damage.
Well, that's going to be all of their stuff. They're going to get all of the poke right on here, and you can just have Theomancer and Marvin just tanking this constantly and not really taking all that much damage. But you see an engagement right here. You see a Theomancer going in, getting the Crow Storm off, getting almost no damage on anyone, but Warren Rules is going to get picked off by both the Jax and the Fiddlesticks, and you're going to see
just how strong late game Ashe is because of her ability to kite. I think there's
she had a great flash. She had a great flash right up over here, and that's what allowed her to get away from the
unstoppable.
Allowed her to get away from the Olaf, the Alistair, and the Jace.
Yes.
That was really important.
Oh, and you see an arrow going off and just barely spell
Black Lancer with his really fast reflexes, his cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, that was a really good job right there. Too bad he couldn't have been.
But he's about to get taken out.
Yep, he has to try and stop this. That's all he can do. That's all he can do, and he's gonna take Marvin the Dang out. So that's going to be, they're going to lose Baron again.
It's going to be a moral victory, but they're probably going to lose the game.
446 gold, though,
for the kill spree.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah. Not so much at this point in the game, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, it is quite a big deal.
Yeah. Pangirls is the Purple Team, and
brown and yellow
is the blue team.
And brown and yellow are supposedly the underdogs. But,
yes.
Yeah. They're doing
in terms of the UT Austin hierarchy, brown and yellow is the B team. The B team, and for them to be up one game and having a strong showing in the second game is really a testament to their skill.
Yep.
Yeah, discipline, dedication to practice.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot more prepared for this tournament than they were for the last one, so that's really good to see for them.
They're so prepared they even have 2 players on site right now.
Yeah. Alright, so I should probably change this. Let's go ahead and see if there's any funky items going on. Well, we got Starks on Tarek, and we got Boots of Mobility. That's interesting. That's not something that I traditionally go with Tarek, but I totally see the point of it.
Because it's really important to catch out. If you can catch anyone, it's an instant, team ejected.
Yeah, exactly.
Wipe them. Yeah. Let's see what else is there.
We got the Zonias on Fiddlesticks, which we talked about before. The one thing that I don't like here, again, is these Morganas going for Death Cap. You gotta get that
Zonias.
Zonias.
But I think the one saving grace of Morgana is that there is no ability that on the purple side that can actually knock him out of his all. There is no Jace. There is no Jace. There is no Alistair.
There's the initiation going on on Bat Lancer. That arrow just barely
got shielded.
Barely got shielded. That shield was going down there, right there. Alright, so we're just going to see kind of poke wars going on right now. You're going to see a bunch of volleys coming from Kiwi Kid. At this level, he has like a 2.5 second cooldown on volley. That's going to be so much poke damage right there. You actually see the Graves at about half HP right now. He's kind of hurting right now, and you're just going to see poke. If Black Lancer can land a very good bind on someone here,
they could potentially turn this around.
Yeah, if he lands it on Ash, well, no, Ash has Guardian Angel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So does Pangboy, though.
But that means, like, the best
you see Fiddle going in right there, going with the Zonias.
And the Zonias immediately.
Not catching anyone. Donald's actually stuck on tower. He's going to die. 2-tower aggro right there. Oh, there's a terrible initiation by Pangirls. Pangboy just barely able to stay alive there for a little bit longer. He's going to pop in.
But he gets War and Rules.
He picks up War and Rules. And he picks up the Ghost. And so, despite that, it was a 2-for-1 trade. It could have gone a lot worse for them. So that's not terrible, but it's still not ideal. So just that it seemed like there was some miscommunication right there of what was going on. So I'm not really sure because I don't know how Tarek got stunned. Oh, he got bound. Sure. Wow. I see your sarcasm over there. I hope you die.
My sarcasm radar.
I'm just kidding.
That's not appropriate for this stream.
That's a
BM this
going
stream
on.
Non-appropriate material. Maybe present.
I'm just kidding. You're awesome though. Anyways. So that initiation was just really, really poor there. It ended up putting them into a really bad situation. Tarek got bound on the tower and got killed there. You're gonna see a
dragon taken by Purple.
Purple team has slain a dragon.
Giving them roughly about a 4K gold lead at this point.
Yep, it's still really even. As you saw right there, one little initiation. Even though they had Baron, Pangirls had Baron. They had a bad initiation, and that ended up losing them that fight there. And
I think it's mostly Donald dying to the tower and then Painboy getting caught out of position.
It was just a bad engagement, and Theomancer went way too deep. And that's where it comes from.
Man, I need something to drink. I need
Yeah.
water.
Do you think you could get us some
water? You guys want to get some
See
water?
if you can get us water since
Thanks,
we're testing. Yeah. You don't have to pay for it, though. Don't pay for it. We'll pay for it if it needs to be paid. They probably will since we're casting, because I already got this. Anyways, okay, so let's actually get back into the game instead of discussing water. Although water is very important, don't get dehydrated.
Should always drink sufficient water before playing League of Legends.
Yes,
because
and make sure you have sufficient water in reserve so you don't become dehydrated. You see initiation right here by one who poops going on Marvin the Dank. You see
actually
the initiation by Theomancer, and you see that damage just from that Crow Storm going out, taking down one who poops really, really quickly. You see one going out right there, getting a lot of people in, and Theomancer is going to explode right there. And you got Marvin the Dank going on Morgana, and let's see what happens right here.
And they're gonna catch DPS Brownie. It's gonna be an
4 for 1.
It's gonna be a
triple kill for Ash.
This is gonna be a game.
Really good position in there. That was a terrible engagement by Brown and Yellow there. They should not be engaging into a jungle where you can't see where the fiddle is.
Exactly.
That and you saw it, and that's just what happened. Their 2 tanks got melted by the ultimate from and Theomancer.
I think the other problem was that Jace was actually out of position because
Well, Jace just engaged way too. No, he engaged way too early. He went in there.
his team wasn't there.
He wasn't there to follow up, and it's just miscommunication, lack of map awareness, things like that are the difference. All right, so you see another inhibitor getting pulled down here. So that's 2 inhibitors for a bad engagement to where in a spot where they did not need to be engaging. There was no reason for them to be forcing that right there, especially when you can't see where the rest of the people are. You're going to see a blue steal right here if it's still there, but it's not right there. And they're just going to go ahead and back. They're going to use their kind of advantage and go there. But you actually see bottom lane pushing slightly. The tower going to minions right there and giving a little bit of gold there to brown and yellow.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, despite not winning the game outright, they put blue team at a massive disadvantage because with 2 inhibitors down, they're not going to be able to contest global objectives
and we
anymore.
see the Desperate Baron. They're actually probably going to
Wow, they're actually going to get it. They're going to get
Jax is bottom. Jax is way out of position, and Theo's way out of position. Let's go ahead and look at the HP. The HP is dropping down too fast. You see an arrow going out. They're going to get there, out of there before the arrow even gets there. No one's going to get hit by the arrow, and that's going to be a Baron for the blue team. And so that's going to be helping them just defend. They really can't. They really can't push. Their top lane is going to push way too hard. So they're just going to be defending with Baron until their inhibitors are back up. Then they can start pressuring, but that's going to be about the time that Baron actually goes down.
I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of this refreshing Dasani water.
Dasani water.
That I got for free. Because the only thing
It
better
was
than
free.
getting water is getting free water.
Yes. Most things are better when they're free.
So I'll make it a little bit better that it was free because there were those allegations back in the day that Dasani was bottled in tap water.
Yeah, they probably are, but it's just probably slightly better and colder than tap water.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, made by the Coca-Cola Corporation. I mean, I'm not surprised.
But they're amazing. They're just an amazing ethical corporation.
Exactly. They pay their child laborers
Fair
wages,
and they totally don't.
They provide adequate housing and food.
Okay, so you see an initiation going off right there. You see an arrow going off from Kiwi Kid just off onto the graves, against the graves right there, and you see an initiation by a Theomancer going on there right. There, and you see one hoop hoops is going to go down right there, and there's going to be oh wow, the is the stream off?
No, Fog of War.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Fog of War off or on? I'm
Godlike.
confused. Just tell me to.
Fog of War right now, can't you? Yeah, just uncheck it in the bottom left corner.
For what?
Fog of War, you can
It's right here. Yeah. You uncheck the Fog of War.
Oh no, you can actually always see it. I didn't have to guess. You know that they're not there. Yeah, because if a team gets a buff, then they're going to see it. And you're going to see the third inhibitor going down here for Pangirls, and this is going to be going to a Game 3. So this is pretty exciting. We're going to have a Game 3 for you guys here tonight.
Blue team's turret
So
has
yeah,
been destroyed.
this is going to be a dead... It looks like Purple Team is going to win both of these games so far, so if
And they're
that's
going
going
to be forcing a game 3.
Yes,
So
so
stay
this will
tuned.
be good. Stay tuned. We'll let you guys know right when it's up, but for now, I'm going to be right back.
Do you guys find our casting too cheesy?
No, I think it's pretty good. What are you talking about? I'm not being sarcastic at all. I think that you guys are very upbeat and we work together. And I'm at